So I landed in Marrakesh with $800, a dream, and 8 days to burn. I left with $60 and a leather poof I didn't want. You land at Marrakesh Manara Airport. Already you have a choice. The official taxi costs around 150 dirhams to the Medina. The guy waving at you near the bathroom? He'll do it for 80. I took the bathroom guy. We drove for 40 minutes. He asked for 300 dirhams. I said we agreed on 80. He said that was per person. I was the only person in the car. Survival tip number 1. The airport taxi desk has fixed prices posted on a giant sign. Take a photo. Show it to your driver before you get in. Suddenly, everyone remembers how math works. Jema'a El Fna is the main square. It's a UNESCO masterpiece of oral heritage. That's the official title. The unofficial title is where your money goes to die in 8 different languages. At night, this place transforms. Of food stalls, snake charmers, monkey handlers, drummers, acrobats, a man with a single dancing goat. I loved it immediately. Then, someone put a monkey on my shoulder. I didn't ask for this monkey. The monkey didn't ask for this either. We were both confused. The handler took a photo with my phone, then asked for 200 dirhams. I gave him 50. He followed me for 3 blocks yelling about his family. Survival tip number 2. If someone puts an animal on you, puts a hat on you, puts henna on you, or puts anything on you without asking, you are already in a transaction you didn't agree to. Walk away. Keep walking. They will get bored before you do. The Marrakesh souks are massive. Leather goods, spices, carpets, lamps, tagine pots, argan oil. Everything smells like mint and cedar wood and someone's grandfather's attic. I wanted a leather bag. Simple, brown, classic. First shop. The guy quoted me, 1,200 dirhams. I said, that's too much. He said I insulted his family and their 7 generations of leather work. I apologized to his ancestors and left. Second shop. 800 dirhams. I offered 200. He laughed so hard I thought he'd dislocate something. Third shop. 500 dirhams. We settled on 220. I felt like a negotiation genius. Then I saw the same bag at a fixed price co-op for 150 dirhams. Survival tip number 3. Before you negotiate anywhere, visit the government-run artisan co-ops. They have fixed prices, no bargaining, no drama. You learn the actual value of things. Then you can negotiate everywhere else with actual information instead of just vibes and panic. The main co-op is called Ensemble Artisanal. It's near the Kasbah. Go there first. Thank me later. I didn't plan to buy a carpet. I was walking through the souks. A guy said, "Just look, my friend, no pressure." He offered me tea, mint tea in a tiny glass. It was good tea. I complimented the tea. He said, "You have good taste," and started unrolling carpets. First carpet, Berber design, 2,000 dirhams. I said no. He unrolled another one, and another one, and another one. 45 minutes later, I'm sitting in a carpet avalanche and he's telling me about his cousin who ships to America for very cheap. I left with a small leather poof, dark red, embroidered with gold thread. I paid 300 dirhams. I have no idea what year I agreed to buy it. I think it happened somewhere between carpet 22 and the second glass of tea. The poof is in my apartment now. It's actually nice. I use it as a footrest. I hate that it's nice. I stayed in a riad. That's a traditional Moroccan house built around a courtyard. Mine had Zelig tilework, carved cedar ceilings, and a rooftop terrace with views of the Kutubia Mosque. It cost $40 a night. Marrakesh is cheap if you avoid 3 things: tourist restaurants near the square, leather shops that offer you tea, and anyone who starts a sentence with, "My friend, special price for you." Let's talk about food. The square has dozens of food stalls. They all look identical. Same grills, same smoke, same guys yelling at you to sit down. I got pulled into stall number 31. The guy showed me giant prawns, fresh fish, lamb skewers. Everything looked incredible. I pointed at the prawns. He nodded. I sat down. The prawns arrived. So did bread I didn't order. Olives I didn't order. Salad I didn't order. Eggplant I didn't order. The bill was 400 dirhams. Just the prawns should have been 100. Survival tip number 4. Ask the price of everything before it touches your table. The bread, 20 dirhams. The olives, 30 dirhams. That tiny bowl of sauce, 40 dirhams. Write it down. Make them watch you write it down. Suddenly the extras stop appearing. But here's the thing. When you do this, when you order carefully and confirm prices, the food is actually great. I went back 3 times. Stall 14 was my favorite. Grilled sardines, fresh squeezed orange juice, and Moroccan salad for under $10. Majorelle Garden is the most Instagrammed spot in Marrakesh. Yves Saint Laurent's old garden, electric blue buildings, cactus everywhere. Extremely photogenic. Entry is 70 dirhams. The line moves fast. It's worth it. But go early. By 10 in the morning, you're fighting 12 tour groups for a photo near the blue wall. I went at 8, had the place almost to myself, shot my photos, left before the chaos. This is one of the few places in Marrakesh where the price is the price, and nobody's trying to sell you anything except the ticket. It was unsettling. I kept waiting for someone to jump out and offer me a camel ride. Bahia Palace, 19th century palace with courtyards, painted ceilings, and rooms that make you understand why rich people used to just sit around all day doing nothing. Entry is 70 dirhams. Audio guide is extra, but you don't need it. Just wander. Get lost in the rooms. Take your time. Outside the palace, there are guys with traditional Berber clothes who want to take your photo. They will put a robe on you. They will put a hat on you. They will take 14 photos. Then they'll ask for 300 dirhams. I declined the outfit. The guy said, just one photo, free, no problem. I know how this sentence ends. Survival tip number 5. Free and no problem are the 2 most expensive words in Marrakesh. When you hear them together, your wallet should physically ache. Koutoubia Mosque, 12th century, 77 meters tall, the most important landmark in Marrakesh. You can't go inside unless you're Muslim, but you can walk around the gardens, sit on a bench, watch the light change, listen to the call to prayer echo across the Medina. This cost me nothing. Nobody tried to sell me anything. Nobody put a bird on my head. I sat there for an hour. It was the best hour I spent in Marrakesh. Let's talk about spices. Every spice shop looks like a museum. Pyramids of saffron, mountains of cumin, Ras El Hanout in 17 different blends. The shopkeeper will offer you tea. He will tell you about his grandmother's secret recipe. He will explain the health benefits of every spice in medical detail he definitely didn't get from a doctor. Then he'll quote you prices that would make a spice trader in the 1500s weep. I bought saffron, 1 gram. The guy said 200 dirhams. I said that's insane. He said this is premium tallyween saffron, the best in Morocco. I went to the Ensemble Artisanal, same saffron, 80 dirhams. Survival tip number 6. If someone offers you tea in a shop, you're about to pay for that tea in ways that have nothing to do with tea. Decline politely. Shop quickly. Leave before the guilt settles in. The Chawara Tannery, leather dye pits that have existed since the 11th century. They look incredible from above. Circular stone pools filled with yellow, red, brown, and white dyes. They smelt like death, married a gym sock, and had children. You access the tannery through leather shops. The shopkeeper will take you to the rooftop terrace. He'll give you mint leaves to hold under your nose. He'll explain the traditional process. Then he'll take you back downstairs and show you jackets. I didn't want a jacket. I wanted to leave. He showed me 17 jackets anyway. Survival tip number 7. You can tip the guide directly and leave without buying anything. 50 dirhams for the terrace access. Everyone's happy. You're not trapped in a jacket negotiation that lasts until the heat death of the universe. I did a hammam, traditional Moroccan bath. You get scrubbed by someone with the energy of a disappointed aunt cleaning a very dirty child. I went to a local hammam, not a tourist spa. Cost me 60 dirhams. The guy scrubbed me so hard, I'm pretty sure I lost a layer of skin I was emotionally attached to. But I left, feeling like I'd been reset to factory settings. The tourist hammams cost 200 to 500 dirhams. They're gentler, they smell better. They give you cucumber water. I preferred the local one, the authenticity, the violence, the feeling that I'd earned my cleanliness through suffering. Let me tell you about the one meal I didn't negotiate. Café des Épices, rooftop terrace, sunset view over the souks. I ordered lamb tagine with prunes and almonds, mint tea, almond briottes for dessert. The menu had prices. The prices were the prices. Nobody added mystery bread. It cost me 180 dirhams, $15. Best meal I had in Morocco. Sometimes you just pay the menu price and enjoy not having to defend your wallet like it's under siege. I did a day trip to the Atlas Mountains. 3 valleys, Berber villages, waterfalls, mint tea with a family who probably serves mint tea to 8 tour groups a day, but were lovely anyway. Cost me 250 dirhams through a hostel. The tour guys at the square wanted 600. The mountains are stunning. Snow-capped peaks, green valleys, terraced farms. It's a different Morocco. Quiet, calm. Nobody's trying to sell you a carpet. Survival. Tip number 8. Book day trips through your accommodation, not through guys in the square. Same trip, half the price. Less chaos. Here's what I learned about Marrakesh. It's loud. It's chaotic. Everyone wants your money, and they're very creative about asking for it. But it's also magic. The call to prayer at sunset, the light through the souks at golden hour, the taste of fresh emissiment with honey, the feeling of getting lost in alleyways that haven't changed in 400 years. You just have to negotiate your way to the magic. Final numbers. I spent every dirham I had in Marrakesh. Accommodation, food, transport entries, 1 leather bag I didn't need, and that poof from the carpet shop. Total cost, $700. Could have done it for $500 if I'd said no to the second glass of tea. But somewhere between Carpet 22 and my brain shutting down from mint tea and sensory overload, I became the owner of authentic Moroccan furniture. My living room does look better. I'll never admit that to the carpet guy. See you at the next destination where I'll learn nothing from this experience and definitely accept tea when I shouldn't.